Welcome back. We're continuing the news. As we continue our look at the impact of crime and violence on families in some of the areas now under a state of public emergency, this evening we go to Westmoreland. We got a first-hand account of the character of Mark James, who was killed on the weekend at his home along Seaton Crescent in Savannah Lamar. Mark's family says he was never a wrongdoer. Instead, they described him as a fun-loving family man who loved God. Here's KIRK WRIGHT with that report.
When gunmen entered the home of Mark James, they went past everyone inside and shot him. But now his blatant killing has thrown his family into a tailspin.
My matriarchal family is torn to pieces. We are very close. And to think about how they had gone into that house and killed my brother in front of my aunt's bed, I can just imagine what she's going through.
Now, what we now know is that about 2:30 Sunday morning, 4 gunmen entered this gate. It's actually the main entrance, and they walked along the side of the house. Walk with me, let me show you. So they came here, and they came to the side where they kicked in these 2 doors, and when they didn't see their target, they went back to the front to another entrance. Now, this is a piece of sheet that's used to shield the water when it rains. What they did, move the sheet, simply opened the grill that wasn't locked with a padlock, and went straight in to their target.
The now deceased Mark James is said to have fought back fiercely to save his life when the gunmen attacked him. Mark's sister VELINDA did her best to hold up for this interview. She's not sure what to make of the killing.
If you go into that community, they will tell you we are people who go to church, home, work, church. Nobody at all can say we have been in any trouble with anybody around here.
And now that Mark is gone, Mrs. Duke is holding dear to her these fun pictures of the day her brother agreed to untangle her hair, wash it, and comb it. She described him as a family man who was domesticated and stayed home for the most part. She said he was the one who would go to the supermarket, and when at home made sure the children stayed focused on their online classes.
While he was at home during the COVID, he would have been the facilitator for my 2 nephews. One of them, my nephew, see him as a father. I can only, when I went there on Sunday and I saw my nephew and I asked him, how do you feel? He would have said to me, they killed Mark. They would have taken a big part of me. Now to think about my little nephew, how they have scarred him emotionally, psychologically. What will be my nephew in the next few years to come?
Mark's brother KEMAR Wright seemed to be holding up much better than his sister VELINDA. He too is grieving, but he's hoping for justice. He wants to see changes in the methods used by the police to fight crime.
We have to rethink policing. I believe it's full time that policing moves from the main street and moves to communities.
KIRK WRIGHT, TVJ News.